It is Monday, December the 26th, 2022. Who am I? I am James. Who are you? You are you. Where are we? We are here. Where is here? Twitch.tv/@home-with-James for another edition of the show of the same name. It is one day after Christmas, the holiest and warmest, and dare I say for some of us, the kindest night of the year. Today is Boxing Day, which I believe to be the darkest, dreariest, and saddest night of the year because the festivities are now over. The presents have been opened. The paper has hopefully been recycled. And as you can tell by my home, the lights have been dimmed or otherwise turned off. Another Christmas has come and gone. The third Christmas in At Home. And I have to say that I am feeling the blues. At no point today has 1 second of Christmas music played after 30 full days of Christmas music playing on a continuous loop. At no point today have the Christmas lights been turned on. I pulled the plug at 12 o'clock midnight last night, or if you want to be technical, this morning. So if I do not host with the same moxie, the same energy, or dare I say the same panache, you know why. But like any true fighter, I rally because tonight I bring you the first and, to my knowledge, only Boxing Day special in entertainment history. It's never been done. Kenny Rogers didn't do it. Elvis Presley didn't do it. Bing Crosby didn't do it. Dean Martin didn't do it. Kelly Clarkson didn't do it. Bin Laden didn't do it. You know who's doing it? Me. All these bigwig celebrities, they take a break. Not even on Christmas. Before Christmas. I keep it going through Christmas and after Christmas, and dare I say, throughout New Year's. What are we going to do tonight? A little bit later on, Taylor McMillan returning to the show. Dare I say, one of the meanest guests in At Home history. But before we do that, we welcome someone who has been here throughout the holidays and was here as recently as last night. Let's welcome Dimitri Kyres to the program. Dimitri.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar.
That's right, James. It's Boxing Day, baby. It's all about the greens. It's all about the Benjamins. It's all about the dollar signs, baby.
You say, hold on, you say Benjamins?
Yeah, it's all about the Benjamins. It's all about the greens.
No, it's Benjamins, like Benjamin Franklin, because he's on
Here
the money.
comes the money.
Here we
Here
go.
we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar. Dollar.
I am livid in a good way.
Tell me more.
I've been spending and I've been blasting. I've been cashing checks and I've been snapping necks. I've been getting at the front of the line and taking down anybody who's in my way.
So you've made some Boxing Day purchases you celebrated today, because when I saw you earlier, we ate breakfast together, we had a coffee. I did not get the impression that you'd be dropping dollars.
This is a huge, 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 huge time of the year where profits can be made. Have you ever heard of a brand called Supreme?
I'm familiar with it. Yeah, I can't say that I own any of their products.
Well, James, that's the old brand. The new brand is James Attire. At Home with James brand. I put it out and I bought the entire stock. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell it online at a markup.
Wait, there's at-home merchandise and I have not been appraised of it? You're just making does this count as bootleg merchandising?
No, I'm cornering the market. I've purchased all the stock and now I'm going to sell it back at a premium. That's how it works.
Wait, what type of merchandise are we talking about here?
Oh, buddy, we got hats. We got t-shirts. We got At Home with James condoms. And here's the best thing. Because they're At Home with James condoms, it's just an empty bag.
What is that supposed to mean?
I can't. Come on.
You're going to collect all the profits from these hats?
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes
I'm going to collect all the profits, and then I'm going to give some
Okay.
back to the show.
That's very nice. You're going to reinvest it into the project.
Yeah, 2% of the is what I feel is fair for the show. This is
Okay.
my idea. But if everything goes according to plan, which it will, you're looking at a $2,000 deposit on that 2%.
Well, I have to say that I'm impressed that you're celebrating Boxing Day, but your visual is very Christmassy right now, and I have to tell you that I'm
Oh,
trying
gosh.
to embrace this Boxing Day energy, this Boxing Day feel, but you're putting me into a Christmas mood, and I can't do that because there's still an entire year until next Christmas.
Okay,
Dimitri, I know that I urged you to leave the mailroom last night. Can you go back to the mailroom tonight?
sure.
I can't. I can't look at this Christmas.
I apologize. You're right. Yeah, let me go there.
It's all right.
Oh,
Apologies.
Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Sorry, James. I really do apologize.
That's fine. Now, for people who don't know, we have there's a sex room in the offices.
I don't know why there isn't an adjacent door that leads me straight to this place.
Are those the same two people from last night?
The holiday blues hits everybody differently, and sometimes we just need something to get us through it. You know?
Right. Some of us, we fall into a pit of cookies and desserts, and some of us fall into somebody else. Speaking of last night, I would like to recap a little bit because it has a direct impact on tonight. We used an AI generator to basically put together some movie treatments as new holiday specials. We'll be doing it tonight for the first ever Boxing Day movie treatments. There's no Boxing Day movies, and I thought last night worked so well, we should do it again tonight.
Yeah, I literally Googled before coming on. This is real.
Yep.
Boxing Day movies. The only thing that came up was Independence Day.
Yeah, doesn't even really count because they don't even do Boxing Day in America.
They don't even do Boxing Day. So I can't find anything, which makes me feel that this is another way we can corner the market.
Well, so that's what we did last night. And can we talk about this Stefan Krieger guy?
Oh my God, what a talent.
Yeah, we found him. He's this German singer who we paid to put on a live concert and dual cast. It was a concert for people in attendance, but moreover and more importantly for the show, this guy for a full hour only sang a cover of Please Come Home for Christmas.
What a crooner. This guy was unbelievable. He almost as good as Kenny Rogers. This guy was an unbelievable talent.
He was better. Kenny
think he's
Rogers
better?
needed Dolly Parton. This guy, Stefan Krieger, was amazing on his own.
I would love to see him sing a rendition of Islands in the Stream.
I'm not sure that he could do the song more justice than it is, but I'd be interested.
Honestly, I loved him. I've already booked him for my 30th birthday.
Which is coming up.
It is coming up sooner rather than later, and thankfully he was available.
What?
I booked him for my birthday.
You've got Stefan Krieger performing at your birthday.
Yeah. No, we're very good friends. I called him up immediately. I told him I was a super fan. He's a busy guy, so I was really lucky to get him for the birthday. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very excited. James, I really wish I could see him again.
Well, I'm sorry to tell you, Dimitri, I paid him his sum. He's not performing, and the concert's over.
The concert's over?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I mean, I assume it's over. As far as I know, he went home.
Hold on, let me talk can you mind if I page in Devin right now?
Yeah.
Hold on. Really?
No.
James, this is unbelievable. This is unbelievable, James.
No.
Will be ringing the sad, sad news. Oh, what a Christmas to have the blues. My baby's gone. I have no friends to wish me greeting once again.
Oh my God.
He is still going in Aspen, Colorado.
We're still live in Aspen, Colorado.
I was amazed that he was doing that song for 1 hour last night. You're telling me he has been performing Please Come Home for Christmas for 24. He looks great.
He looks great.
He looks great.
He looks great. Never underestimate the encore. When an audience wants it, an audience gets it.
You've got him on your birthday. I hate to tell you. I think
Oh.
he's only going to do Please Come Home for Chris. I'm not convinced he can do Islands in the Stream.
At this rate, I don't even know if he's gonna make it past this gig he's currently at.
Look, I can't listen to him do that song anymore. It puts me in the Christmas mood. We got to move on
you're
from
right.
Christmas.
Yeah, yeah.
And it
okay.
pains me to say it. I love Christmas.
You love Christmas. You love Christmas, but you know what? Boxing Day is just as good, some say.
We got to embrace Boxing Day, guys. There's still about 3 hours left in Boxing Day. Again, I went back to our AI generator, and we've got some movie treatments. We're going to hopefully see if we can sell these in a year's time. Are you ready to hear some of the ideas that have been generated?
I'm so excited for these. These are great. Yeah, I'd love to hear one.
Well, this one I thought is interesting because last night what I think was missing was a movie involving you.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Dimitri, buckle up because this one stars you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm all ears. I'm all ears.
It's Boxing Day, and Dimitri Kyres is on a mission. As a huge fan of Mystic Horizon, a role-playing board game, Dimitri is determined to get his hands on the last remaining copy, which is on sale for 50% off at a store across town. But Dimitri isn't the only one with his eye on the prize. Mark Rowland, a fellow gamer, is also determined to get the game and will stop at nothing to beat Dimitri to the store. As the two men compete in a nerd decathlon to determine who gets the game, they are pushed to their limits and beyond. In the end, Dimitri finds himself in a coma.
How'd I get there?
Dimitri finds himself in a coma, and Mark is left without a t-shirt. But neither man is willing to give up. As they fight for their right to play Mystic Horizon, they are forced to confront their own strengths and weaknesses and learn what it truly means to be a gamer. As Boxing Day comes to a close, the two men reflect on their experience, and they know that this will be a Boxing Day to remember forever.
Okay. Wow.
Right? Pretty good.
Good. I have questions.
Mm-hmm.
I suddenly am in a coma.
Well, I guess because of the decathlon took so much out of you.
It seems so, but it's got to be the fastest coma of all time because I'm in and out of it, and then I'm in a battle with Mark Rowland.
Yeah, you're not willing to give up despite being in a coma because
Yeah.
you want to get your hands on Mystic Horizon.
This must be a hell of a game if I'm popping in and out of a coma.
Now, you're an enthusiast. Does that sound like a game that could conceivably exist? Mystic Horizon.
Mystic Horizon? Yeah, I think so. That sounds nerdy enough that I could see the lettering. It's like it's like a very almost fairy-like on a cover, a hardcover or something. I see some nice art on it.
Now, coming in from the chat, we've got these are $1 million movies from High Score Run. Boss Fracture, another legend, writes, I want to play Mystic Horizon. So this might be a tandem. We might have a board game and a movie, right?
Oh.
They come out simultaneously.
Oh, yeah. So, you know what? If the spirit of yesterday was all about making a wholesome and feel-good, holiday film, Boxing Day should be, we're trying to make a movie to try to sell out as hard as possible.
Yeah.
So monetary gain is going to be key here. And yeah, if we can sell this movie in conjunction with a video game and or tabletop role-playing experience,
Yeah.
buddy, it's a license to print cash.
Well, speaking of a license to print cash, this might be a triad, not only a movie, not only a board game. Coming in from the chat, High Score Run writes, Mystic Horizon also sounds like a stripper name. So it's multifaceted.
We can have everything. That could be our own branded, erotic dancing establishment as well.
Yeah. Speaking of erotic, Dimitri, you're on tap for the next breakdown, and I think you'll have fun with this one.
Okay.
I felt a little short shrifted by the
Say again?
AI, but that's just me.
Okay, I'm excited. Let me let me crack into this one. It's Boxing Day, and James McGee is feeling determined. Despite being constantly accused of dating much older women, James is out to prove to his friends that he is capable of finding true love with someone his own age. The only thing standing in his way is the only thing standing in his way is an improv workshop that he has been asked to lead for a group of eligible senior bachelorettes. James is nervous about the workshop, especially since one of the bachelorettes, Colleen, is recently widowed and seems to be clamoring for his attention. She won't take no for an answer, and James finds himself struggling to resist her advances. But with the help of his friends and a little bit of determination, James manages to get through the workshop and even impresses the bachelorettes with his improv skills. As the workshop ends and James reflects on his experiences, he realizes that he has grown as a person and gained new confidence in himself. He knows that he is ready to start looking for love on his own terms. And he is excited for the possibilities that the future holds. As he steps out into the world, ready to start the next chapter of his life, James knows that this will be a Boxing Day to remember forever.
Yeah, I like that I have help from my friends.
Yeah, I'm starting to notice a pattern with yesterday as well, that a lot of these movies rely on amicable help.
Yeah, a lot of friends, unnamed friends.
Yeah, I really like this script a lot. I do like that you managed to overcome the age and advances of these clamoring bachelorettes.
Yeah, now coming in from the chat, Colleen and James sitting in a tree, Kissing, but we don't know. We don't know if me and the eligible and recently widowed Colleen make out in the film.
Yeah, no, we don't know that. And I like a cliffhanger. And you know why? It means we can have a number 2. We can have a sequel, baby.
And I will say this, it is not inconceivable that I am hired to lead a workshop for seniors.
No, this I thought I was reading a documentary at first.
Yeah, sadly.
I thought this was a doc first, but then it turned into a fiction, which is great because it said that you had help from friends.
Yeah.
And that's when I knew it was a fiction. So I think the whole piece is very nice, honestly. And again, we have trilogy potential over here.
You want to talk about trilogies, Dimitri?
Hold on a minute. Say that. Say that one more time.
You want to talk about trilogies, Dimitri?
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar.
Our next is the second sequel and the third in a series. Are you ready for this one, Dimitri? I think you might have an idea of what's coming.
Yeah, let's let her rip, James. I'm excited.
It's Boxing Day, and Dave Kaufman is feeling focused. After being pushed to his limits by Socrates, a disgraced pickup artist and former mayor of Montreal, Dave...
How does he keep getting into this mess? How does he keep getting into this mess?
It's Boxing Day, and Dave Kaufman is feeling focused. After being pushed to his limits by Socrates, a disgraced pickup artist and former mayor of Montreal, Dave has checked himself into a rehab center and is determined to regain the trust of his family. But despite his best efforts, Dave finds himself struggling to resist the undeniable pull of Socrates. The pickup artist reaches out to Dave and offers him a first-class ticket to Las Vegas, Nevada for the 2023 Adult Video News Awards and red carpet ceremony. The only catch is that Dave must abandon his family forever. Dave is torn between his loyalty to his family and his desire for something more. As he contemplates his decision, he is forced to confront his own weaknesses and fears. In the end, Dave must decide if he is strong enough to resist Socrates' charm and stay true to his family, or if he will succumb to temptation once again.
Wow.
As Boxing Day comes to a close and Dave reflects on his experience, he knows that this will be a day to remember forever.
What? How does it end? What happened? Did he win?
We don't know. We don't know.
I like that this AI, gives us the real bare bones, but leaves out the real good bits.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because, we don't want to put everything in there. We want to leave some to the imagination.
Dave and Socrates need to end up together. This is getting ridiculous.
So that's the third in the trilogy.
This is huge. Honestly, this is the next Paddington series.
Yeah.
Easily.
I agree.
Easily this could overcome Paddington.
Well, Dimitri, I know that we were on tap to read some mail later, but I think we got to I'm currently inundated with these AI generated movie treatments.
Yeah. What happened? Did you hit the jackpot and it all start just pumping out of the machine?
It's just, this is the new identity of the show. This
This
is
is
just
awesome.
going to be AI all the time,
Well,
all day, every day.
I love it. I think AI is the future. I am not afraid of getting replaced by artificial intelligence. I hope you, the audience, and myself, I know I am anyway, are
Yeah.
taking stock of these scripts because honestly, some of these are $1 million ideas.
Yeah,
and
oh,
others,
yeah.
$1 billion ideas.
Yeah, we've already got 3 movies in the can about Dave.
And I didn't see a resolution to that last one. I think that he's going to fall for this again and again and
Yeah.
again. It's the new Ernest. It's the new
We'll
Ernest.
see. We'll see. Dimitri, we're going to check in later on, correct?
100%, James. I'm very excited. There's money to be made today, and we are making it, my friend.
And it is Boxing Day, so it's apropos. I'll check in soon, Dimitri. Thank you.
You're welcome, buddy. I'll see you later.
Here
That's
comes the
Dimitri
money.
Kyres.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Nope. And we'll check in. Oh, sorry. We're going to check in later on with Dimitri as we continue to explore the new identity of the show, which is artificial intelligence. But before we do that, we welcome someone who is coming to us from the Pacific time zone, where it is currently 6:29 p.m., only just getting dark there. Let us please welcome Vancouver, British Columbia's own Taylor McMillan.
Baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go out. Welcome to my house.
Now, you've been played in by multi-platinum recording artist Flo Rida. How does that feel on your end, Taylor?
It feels current and relevant.
Yeah, now that song's quite old now, isn't it?
It may be a few years old, yeah. But
Is
you
it-
know what? Like
is it-
I'm
is
getting
it
long
a-
in the tooth too. That was maybe my era. So
Is it a decade? Is it a decade old, that song?
it must be a roundabouts because I think he really came to fruition in like 2013.
Sure. So we're
Maybe?
getting close to a decade. If not, do you have any recollection of having a good time to that song, or maybe any Flo Rida song?
Yeah, for sure. Like it was everywhere. It was ubiquitous. I danced to it many times. Usually
I-
just like in the aisle of a supermarket though.
I can
Like,
say
would-
that I safely can say have never danced to that song in my life.
I would be surprised to learn what songs you had danced to be honest. I don't imagine it's
I
that.
can give you a breakdown of at least some of the songs I've danced to. The first song I ever slow danced to was the cover of "Leaving on a Jet Plane" by Chantal Kraviatsuk, current
Wow.
wife of Rain Maida of Our Lady Peace.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
there's one song that I've danced to.
Nice. Who did
Now-
you dance with? Wait, no. Hold on. Who did you dance
No,
with?
we're not gonna get into this. Not tonight. This is not the biographical night of James, despite what that AI generated movie treatment might have you led to believe.
Mm.
Taylor, let's get into something here. I've decided to take a vacation.
What?
I've decided we don't have to play coy here. You're aware of this. You're aware.
I am. I can't believe it. I can't believe that
Yes.
you're leaving your city of Montreal. You never go anywhere. You haven't
Yeah,
left the
well,
city.
that's
in,
not
like-
true. That's not true. I just spent a weekend in both Rhode Island and Massachusetts.
Wow.
But-
so exotic. So
but-
crazy.
But as Chantal Kraviatsuk once sang, I am leaving on a jet plane. I do know when I will be back again. But I thought to myself, I've never really explored Canada. Sure, I've been to Toronto for a couple days. I've been to Ottawa many times for about a day for a variety of reasons. And I've spent a weekend or so in Quebec City. And at one point, I spent an entire day in the Calgary airport. But for the first time ever, I'm truly going to enjoy the country because I've decided to take a little trip to your neck of the woods, Vancouver, British Columbia. And that is why we cannot play coy, because you've got this background preset here.
I do. This is actually very close to where I
Mhm.
live. Look how
Yep.
beautiful it is, James. How exciting.
Well, the thing that I was most excited by, and this is not hyperbole, I said, is that a Wendy's sign?
Yeah,
As
you
if we
did. You
don't
said
have
it.
Wendy's here. There's a couple right near both Snowden and Namur Metro. But that was the first thing I took notice of. And I thought, wow, maybe that Wendy's will be closer to where I'm staying and I can eat at Wendy's more regularly. Which
mean,
maybe speaks to why I don't go on trips too often.
Yeah. I mean, when you told me that you were going to visit Vancouver, I just thought, oh boy, what is this person going to want to eat when he's
Yeah,
there?
well, now you know, Wendy's.
Wendy's. They do have a really great, I mean, I'm sure you've had their Frosty.
Of course, I've had many a Frosty.
Great. Well, I think maybe you should leave Wendy's because there's many culinary delights in Vancouver that I think you should check out.
Well, this is exactly why you're here tonight. You are our Vancouver correspondent and expert, right? You grew up in British Columbia. You've been living in Vancouver for quite some time now. I'm wondering if you might have some recommendations that you think I will like, or possibly some things that you think I should stay away from.
I'm gonna stay in the positive here, James.
Nice.
I've come up with a list of a few things that I think you should check out or visit or just walk into with an open mind.
Okay.
Okay. So first of all, I think something that I feel like you might enjoy if we're talking about culinary delights. And let me just show you here.
Mm-hmm.
Do you recognize this, James?
Now, is this what I think it is?
James, it is the buffet, the hot lunch buffet at Whole Foods.
Now, Taylor, for the people who might not know, what is Whole Foods?
Whole Foods is a giant chain run by megalomaniac owner. What's his name? Jeffrey?
I already like his first name if it's Jim.
I think Jeff Bezos. Yes, bald.
Hold on,
lazy
Jeff
guy.
Bezos owns Whole Foods?
Yeah, Whole Foods.
I'm
is
going to
owned
tell
by
you
Amazon.
something. What else does Jeff Bezos own, Taylor?
I don't know, like the moon?
Amazon,
Yeah.
which is also the primary owner of Twitch. And we love Twitch.
Yes, it's a very great company.
Now, I, for the first time ever, enjoyed both the hot and cold buffet when I was in the States. And I cannot wait to, in addition, eating Wendy's in Vancouver. Can't wait to go to Whole Foods, which is a grocery store that serves hot food. I love it. I love this recommendation.
Okay, now that you're all warmed up and you're in a positive mindset, I'm going to suggest something to you that maybe you wouldn't think you might enjoy, but I think you should keep an open mind. Okay,
Sure.
So the next thing we have, we're situated on the ocean here in Vancouver. So we have a lot of really beautiful coastlines. And I really think you should check out the Steveston Fish Market.
Oh, yeah, I'd really get along with that lady with the cigarette hanging out of her face.
Exactly.
You know,
you're a man who looks like he should smoke. You don't, but you look like you should.
Thank you,
And
yeah.
I feel like you would get along well with these kind of people.
I think I would get along well with both of them, but I
think you would. I think you would. And so this is what I was thinking. I was like, these are the people of James, maybe not the food of James, but perhaps they could lead you in.
Now, I'm not much of an ocean dweller, and I certainly don't have a taste for sea urchins, which come in at a great price of 3 for $10.
But I mean, have you ever eaten a sea urchin?
I cannot say that I have enjoyed a sea urchin before.
Delicious.
Although I did play the role of Winnipeg street urchin in the award-winning film The 20th Century, which is currently streaming on Crave. Coming in from the chat right now, courtesy of High Score Run, they write, James always notices the woman first. Thirsty much? She looks like a lovely lady. I cannot see myself enjoying romantic time with a smoker.
I mean, she is older, though.
We don't know that. The smoking may have aged her. Oh, we're getting confirmation she is older. I think I'm going to take a pass on the sea urchin merchant.
Okay.
Although I like the cut of the jib of the guy. Looks like a Gary.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So the next thing that I have for you is something that's very famous in Vancouver. And I think because, you're going to be eating a lot of fast food, you'll probably want to get the body.
Well, I like that you had to qualify it. You started with we, as in.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm not going to eat that.
If you and I enjoy a meal together, it's not going to be, you're not going to be eating the fast food.
That won't be where I will be meeting you for dinner.
Sure.
So there's something really famous in Vancouver called the Grouse Grind. And it is a few kilometers of nearly vertical steps leading to a beautiful lookout at the top of a mountain.
How many steps?
Oh, I don't know, a few thousand.
Not interested. I'd rather go to the street urchin or the sea urchin lady.
Ah, see, the sea urchin lady's looking better and better. I knew it.
Yeah, yeah. You know, when confronted with the challenge of thousands of steps up a mountain or
Mm.
a lady with a cigarette, I might have to take the lady with the cigarette with the guy Gary, who may or may not be her husband, father, or brother.
Ah, okay. Well, great. This is great. I'm getting more of an idea about the kind of
Yeah.
thing that you might like to enjoy.
We started really good.
Okay, great. Fantastic. Okay, the next thing I think that you might like is something called, let me find it here. Holy smokes. So many things that we could go see. Is a lovely establishment called the Old Spaghetti Factory.
Nice. Nice.
you heard
The
of it?
old spaghetti factory?
The Old Spaghetti Factory is a wonderful chain here in British Columbia and in some provinces in the rest of Canada. It has a very reasonable lunch menu. It
Oh,
offers
yeah.
you either a nice,
Reasonable?
very reasonable for lunch. You
Mhm.
can get a $13 meal with a salad or soup, an entree, some ice cream, and to your coffee.
Hold on. The full meal, salad, soup,
Mhm.
ice cream, tea, or coffee? I didn't think it was going to be possible to top Whole Foods, but the Old Spaghetti Factory has caught my attention.
Yeah. Okay, and the next thing, since we'll already be in the
Well,
neighborhood,
we're already moving on from the Old Spaghetti
you
Factory?
want to keep talking? Well, it's already
No,
a win.
no, we'll move on.
Oh, for God's sake. All right, and since we're already be in the neighborhood, have you heard of Gastown, James?
No.
Gastown is where the Old Spaghetti Factory is situated.
Nice.
It is a very interesting neighborhood because it has both, lovely charms like the Old Spaghetti Factory, as well as many very expensive furniture stores. And it's also the location where most of our houseless population lives. So it's a very weird dichotomy. But it also houses an award-winning location that I will show you.
Mhm.
And it is
Very
called
excited.
the Steam Clock.
Oh, that's quite interesting.
Yes, the Steam Clock, every hour or half hour or something, plays a little song and it
Oh,
pumps out a bunch of steam, and everyone from everywhere comes to look at the Steam Clock.
I like that sort of thing. I do enjoy a touristy tourist trap.
Do you know what award that the Steam Clock has won?
Probably not an AVN award.
No. No, sadly, they beat the runner-up for the AVN award.
No, what award did the Steam Clock win?
For 10 years in a row, the Gastown Steam Clock has won Worst Tourist Attraction for 10 years in a row. from
Worst?
the
That blows my
World
mind.
Traveler Awards.
It
It's
sounds
terrible.
great.
The Steam Clock is a filthy liar. It is actually my enemy. And if we go to visit it, which I will take you to, we will throw rocks at it because it's
Wait.
a horrible attraction and it doesn't even run off steam. It runs off electricity. It's lies.
I think it sounds awesome. You're telling me I could see the Steam Clock and then go have a meal at the Old Spaghetti Factory? Sign me up.
All right, awesome. Okay. So the next thing that I have to show you, and this is a bit of a warm-up, is a lovely
Uh-oh.
place called Number 5 Orange. Now, Number 5 Orange, don't let the police tape fool you.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful establishment where gentlemen go to watch beautiful female dancers.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
They
so
also-
it's an exotic club.
It's an exotic club, but they have a lovely menu featuring a chicken sandwich that's only $17
Mm,
and tater tots.
yeah, but for $13, I can have spaghetti, a soup or salad with dessert and tea or coffee. So I'm saving $5 and I'm getting more food. And I bet you at this place I have to tip to enter. Is this close to the Old Spaghetti Factory?
It's just up the street.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I'm gonna have to think about this one.
This is also rumored to be the place where more mature ladies who have had a bit of time, one might say they are
Vintage.
vintage ladies like to go.
How
So I
how
thought-
vintage are we talking here? No, let's just move on to the next thing.
Mhm. All right. The next thing we have in Vancouver is something called the Capilano Suspension Bridge. You'll be suspended over a rocking, swaying river, 500 feet in the air.
The only way I'm getting on that bridge is if the old spaghetti factory's on the other side. For a deal like that, spaghetti, soup, salad, tea or coffee, and ice cream. I don't know. There's some misses in here.
Oh.
I'd rather see the steam clock.
Well, we can also see the steam clock.
Now, how many more items do you have on tap here?
I have one that I think you'll really like.
Okay.
All right, get ready.
Oh, what is it? A picture of an old lady? Oh, no, it's a guy with a cigarette now. Hold on. Let's take a look at this guy. I like him. I really like him.
Yeah, because we're a port town, we have many different places. The other one I showed you was the Steveston Fish Market, and this is actually the Richmond Fish Market. So we can go there too.
This guy looks like a Mike to me.
Yeah.
I don't want to eat the fish, but I'd love to talk to the guy.
Well, that's what I thought. I thought you'd get a real kick out of it.
Yeah, this guy's better than the walking bridge. He's better than the steps up to the beautiful view. I really like the look of this guy.
I thought you might.
He looks like a guy that you see pass out on a bus.
We've all been there, James. We've all been there.
I haven't.
Okay.
Let's move on to the next one.
And I think this is the last one that I have because I know it's really expensive to come and visit Vancouver. It's very expensive to live in Vancouver. And so I thought, James has a natural exuberance on stage, and perhaps he could also make a little bit of money. Now in Vancouver, there's this very famous show, and it happens monthly, and it's called Rent Check. And every month at Rent Check, they bring sort of amateurish performers up on stage, and they have a contest, and whoever wins gets an equivalent amount of Vancouver rent. So approximately $3,000 for a month. And it's called Rent Check, and you can do some amateur stripping in front of all of your friends.
Now, wait, it has to be stripping? You know, I was very much intrigued about giving this a try, but once you mentioned the stripping, I thought, I don't know if this is for me. I don't think I'm going to walk away. They'll probably make me pay $3,000 if I strip.
Well, James, I feel like you have some wrestling outfits that are pretty skimpy and showy anyway.
Me?
So, yeah.
Anyone who knows me and has seen me perform knows I've never performed in a skimpy outfit. Lately, I've been performing with my entire body being covered.
I feel like I've seen you in some sort of black leotard before.
This is true. I did used to wear a full piece suit, but I had shorts on over my derriere and my frontal area.
Well, just don't bring the shorts and then you're ready to rumble.
Yeah, but then I'm going to have to take it off.
I mean, listen, there's a lot of older ladies in the audience. Perhaps you can finally find yourself a girlfriend and lose your virginity.
I'm more intrigued about winning the money because I can afford a lot of meals at the old spaghetti factory with $3,000.
Oh, yeah.
Now, prior to coming on the show tonight, I had mentioned that you are one of the meanest guests. And up until this point, you've been very kind and nice until, quote, finally lose your virginity.
Why is that? Why are you placing a negative connotation on that?
Well, because it felt like it was provided with a negative connotation.
You've told me in strict confidence, oh, how sad you are that you haven't lost your virginity. And I think I just want the best for you, James.
Taylor, I want to thank you so much for being here tonight. It's such a pleasure. And hope to run into you when I'm in Vancouver, British Columbia. Thanks, Taylor. That's Taylor McMillan.
Welcome to my house, baby, take control now. We can't even slow down. We don't have to go out. Welcome to my house.
Folks, we will be back in 1 week's time when it is 2023. So for all intents and purposes, what you just witnessed were some of the saddest and final moments of 2022 on the At Home Show. Before we call it a night, let's welcome Dimitri Kyres back on the show.
Here
Dimitri,
comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money,
Dollar.
I saw what just happened to you. That was brutal.
yeah, right? Does it never end?
For you?
Yeah.
Wouldn't put my money on it, that's for sure.
Look, let's just move on from there. We've got a couple more AI generated movie treatments.
Ooh.
I'm very excited about these.
Maybe you could buy some ointment for that burn.
I'm going to need some. As much aloe as money can buy. Dimitri, you ready to hit us with one?
I would love to, baby. These are billion-dollar movie scripts for Boxing Day exclusively. I'm very excited about this. Should I just dive right in?
Dive right in.
Okay, here we go. It's Boxing Day, and Raquel Belmonte is feeling determined. As a fiery woman who has been insisting on showing her rear end on the internet show At Home with James, Raquel is finally successful, leading to the show being banned from Twitch. Determined to right this wrong, Raquel launches an online petition and ultimately pleads her case to the Twitch board of directors. But she is mortified to find out that they are all nerdy, uptight individuals who seem determined to keep the ban in place. As Raquel fights for her right to express herself on the internet, she is forced to confront her own fears and insecurities. In the end, she must decide if she is strong enough to stand up for herself and her beliefs, or if she will succumb to the pressure of the Twitch board of directors. As Boxing Day comes to a close and Raquel reflects on her experience, she knows that this will be a day to remember forever.
Wow. So inspired by true events.
Inspired by true events. I can't believe this. This is awesome. Everybody loves a story that's inspired by true events. I love the fact that this ties in the show.
Yep.
Cross-brand pollination is going to be huge.
Raquel has tried to show her backside on this show a couple of times.
And this is huge because not only are we referencing something that's happened in history, and then supercharging it again in this awesome. Who plays Raquel in this kind of like live action?
I mean, this is what we got to talk about with the studios.
This is huge. I want to get Jeff on the line.
You know, speaking about something that's true to life, this next one is very much inspired by very recent true events, as recent as last night. Are you ready for this one, Dimitri?
This AI is incredible. Yeah, let it fly.
It's Boxing Day, and Alex Brown is feeling stuck. As a resident of Truro, Nova Scotia, Alex is trying to get home to Montreal, but she is devastated to learn that the city of her birth is under lockdown due to a COVID-19 outbreak at Stanfield's, the world-famous Canadian underwear distributor and factory. As Alex struggles to find a way home, she is shocked to discover that Vance Gillis, her roommate, is behind the whole operation. Vance has been infecting each pair of underwear manufactured at Stanfield's, hoping to spread the virus as far and as wide as possible. As Alex confronts Vance and tries to stop him, she must decide if she is strong enough to stand up to Vance and save her city, or if she will succumb to the chaos and destruction that he has unleashed.
Wait a minute, how does it end?
As Boxing Day comes to a close and Alex reflects on her experience, she knows that this will be a day to remember forever.
Yeah, I bet. Wow. Wow, psychological thriller.
Yeah.
That is mental.
And we know what the swerve is, the turning point.
That the person she trusted all along,
her roommate,
is actually a biological terrorist.
Yeah, he's giving underwear COVID-19.
I wonder how he's administering those to the fabric.
I don't want to
know
now. We'll let the people who are going to kind of fluff up the script and kind of punch up the ideas figure that out for us.
So much variety from these Boxing Day scripts. It's so much. Honestly, I would get Jon Favreau on the line. I greenlit every single one
I
of
can
these.
really see Favreau sinking his teeth into this one.
Oh yeah, it's got MCU written all over it.
You know, speaking of MCU, you know, there's often a lot of full-length series in the MCU, right? There's Spider-Man, there's the Guardians of the Galaxy, there's Black Panther.
Yeah,
we're kind of developing our own AHU here because this next film is also part of a series.
I just saw the first sentence.
Why don't you read this one for us, Dimitri?
How does this? Okay, here. Ah, fuck. Okay, here we go. It's Boxing Day. It's Boxing Day 2024. And Dave Kaufman is feeling haunted. As he stands before the oh, fuck. Oh, okay. It's Boxing Day 2024, and Dave Kaufman is feeling haunted as he stands before the casket of Socrates, the pickup artist and former disgraced mayor of Montreal who ruined the 2023 AVN Awards and tore Dave's family apart. Dave is filled with regret and determination. It's like it has two adjectives. He is dead set on returning to Montreal and winning his family back. But the only thing standing in his way is Randy Tart, his wife's new lover. But things get even stranger when Dave discovers that Randy has been inhabited by the spirit of Socrates. Inhabited by the spirit of Socrates. As Dave battles Randy / Socrates for the love of his family, he is forced to confront the demons of his past and come to terms with the mistakes he has made. In the end, Dave must decide if he is strong enough to let go of his past and move on, or if he will be forever trapped in the cycle of temptation and regret.
Yeah, how does it end?
As Boxing Day comes to a close and Dave reflects on his experience, he knows that this will be a day to remember forever. Ugh.
The fourth in the installment.
This is getting crazy. This is like phase 2 of the Dave temptation / Socrates experience.
Yeah. This is really unbelievable.
Ooh.
We've got a wide variety of Boxing Day films that vary from comedy to drama to romance to psychological thriller and now Ghost.
This is Supernatural, which is a huge seller. Mm-hmm. How many goddamn Paranormal Activities did they make?
Well, I'm not too sure, but I will say this. I think what I am absolutely certain about is that we have, for the first time ever, provided a Boxing Day special unlike any other because there has never been any other.
There has never been any other. I can't tell you. I'm seeing green right now, and not with envy. I've got dollar bills in my eyes, Benjamins.
Oh, yeah.
This is awesome. I loved all of them, especially the last one.
Yeah, it's been an incredible night. And Dimitri, there's going to be another incredible night coming up this Friday.
Oh boy.
At Montreal Improv, located in the heart of St. Henry, because you will be celebrating your 30th birthday with a brand new show called The Dirty 30. Dimitri, tell us what's happening on Friday.
I thought there was more to that sentence. Okay.
So did I.
Yeah, there's,
I was looking for the time in my brain. I thought, I'm not sure if this is an 8 or 9:30, so I'm just going to end my sentence abruptly and prematurely.
I got you. Wow, you know something about premature. Anyway, so it's 8 o'clock. It's happening at the at MIT space in St. Henry. It's called The Dirty 30. Improvisers have 60 minutes to make 30 scenes happen or fail at the wayside, fail in a very fun fashion, hopefully. Mm-hmm. The whole thing's, all profits are getting donated to charity. It's also my birthday. I'm turning 30. It's going to be great. You can go on the MIT website and purchase your tickets. It's going to be fun. And a lot of really great people are going to be there, including yourself, James.
That's absolutely true. And not only you, not only all of the other performers and myself, but we found out earlier that Stefan Krieger will be performing at the Dirty 30.
I am unbelievably excited, a little bit even more than the improv itself, to have this guy, because it's a real treat and an absolute honor, actually, considering.
Well, hopefully he's packing his bags and preparing for his trip, because he's only got a few days to get in it. No.
Hold on, I'm just talking to Devin right now. No. Oh, James, hold on. We got to throw to something really quick.
So won't you tell me you'll never borrow Christmas and New Year will find you home. There'll be no more sorrow, no grief and pain, and I'll be happy once again.
disappeared again.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this guy, but he's been performing that song now for a full 24 hours.
He's a talent. He's bigger than all the rockers, man. The Rolling Stones, the Who. He's a real talent because he serves the
that's
audience.
Stefan Krieger performing live this Friday at Montreal Improv. Dimitri, you and I will also be we'll be perform.
Oh no.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
We'll be there on December 30th, again, for the Dirty 30 show. Again, it's going to be a really fun time. As far as I know, this has never been attempted before in
Never
Montreal
been
improv
attempted.
history.
Nope.
Or improv history, period. So come out. It's going to be 18 improvisers all on the stage, all at the same time. You and I are two of them, and I could not be more excited to have you up there, along with a bunch of other really fun people, my good friends. And I can't think of a better way to spend my 30th, you know?
Well, if you can't make Dimitri's 30th, you can see him on his final night in the 20s. Will be at Variations Mile End on Thursday at 8:30 for a show called Would You Rather. So you can see Dimitri and James a whole bunch, but remember, you'll only see Stefan Krieger on Friday.
That's right. Only on Friday if he does get wrapped up from Aspen, Colorado.
Dimitri, that's it for us. Boxing Day is now over. The holidays continue as we march into 2023. I think
Wow.
it's time we say goodnight.
I think it is time to say goodnight. I'm going to take off. You're going to close down the show. James, it was an absolute
thing.
pleasure. Again, if you want any of that brand, that At Home with James branded material,
I'd love some.
just let me know. For you, I'm marking it up 75% instead
You're
of
giving me a
100.
mark up on the price?
I'm getting a discounted markup just for you.
Got it. Understood. Well, thank you for that gesture of kindness.
God bless, buddy. I'll see you later this week, huh?
Absolutely. That's Dimitri Kyres. We also want to thank Taylor McMillan for being here. Until then, that is our show. Thank you so much for spending the holiday season with us. As mentioned, we will be back 1 week from tonight when it is 2023. Will we sneak in another episode? You will have to stay connected to us on all of our social media platforms, which includes only Instagram. You can find us at Home with James. Until then, I say, I am James, you are you, we were here, good night, goodbye, farewell, and of course, be well.